What's up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we're going to talk all about trademark and copyright. So I pay very close attention to the questions and comments that all of you have been asking, and a lot of them are, Liz, I'm totally confused. I don't know whether or not this is violating trademark, and I can't tell the difference between trademark and copyright. So I'm going to tackle that question and a whole lot more, and I'm going to show you a couple of key things that you might not have even been aware of. I've got all that and a heck of a lot ready for you as soon as I jump into my screen share. So let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about copyright and trademark. First and foremost, what copyright is, and it includes, it protects authorships, including books, poetry, music, drama, all that. So that means that a lot of people that are actually using quotes from movies and quotes from songs are actually breaking copyright law. And if the right authority was to find out, that would mean your shirt would almost automatically be just chopped off of Amazon. I mean that. Like not too long ago, I saw a tremendous amount of shirts that said Love You 3000, which came from the Avengers movie. And technically that was against copyright. So at some point, some of those got shut down. At some point, some of them are still up there. But right now you'll notice like any trend that's hot, people will risk their account to sell that much in that trend. So right now we're seeing a tremendous amount of Baby Yoda stuff, and it's going to just continue to keep going and going. Like there was actually coronavirus shirts up there with the Corona bottle, which is crazy. And it's just going to keep going on and on and on. With trademark, that's something completely different. So trademark is pretty much like a group of words and or a mark. And I'll show you here what I'm talking about. If we go into searching trademarks, I like to search the USPTO because that's the official government agency for protecting this. And you'll want to click into the searching trademark section. And then there's something called the TESS database, which stands for the Trademark Electronic Search System. I call it TESS for short. So to actually search a trademark, this is the official site. Sure, you can use other sites like TM Hunt, and there's a bunch of them out there, Trademarkia, a lot of sites that t-shirt people use. And the main reason they use it is because it's pretty quick and easy. So I'll show you kind of the difference. So if I click on search our trademark database here, it's going to take me to this thing that looks like just a bunch of word vomit, right? So to find and sift through the word vomit, we just pretty much click on basic word mark search, new user. And again, like I said, this is complete and total word vomit. But this is the actual way that I search for trademarks if I'm doing research for a private label brand company. However, Trademarkia and TM Hunt, a lot easier, and I'll show you why. So I usually go with live and dead, and then I put in a term there. And so in this example, let's go ahead and pick a sample term. And I've decided to click Funkle because a while back there was a ton of shirts with the actual word Funkle, and you're going to notice that they're all dead here. So I'm going to go to TM Hunt and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to search Funkle, and we'll see what we get. When we search for that, I'm going to hit partial match and see what pops up. But with Funkle, we get a bunch of dead actual links. However, people were still getting thrown off for the word Funkle. So if I just actually click into this, you'll notice that there is a serial number, which is the initial submission of this actual trademark, and if you click into that, it's going to show you what this was. So this is an IC02020 IC022, which stands for raw and fibrous textile materials. But if we click into this next one, this is 25, which is typically t-shirts. So anytime you're looking through this, you're looking for 25. 25 relates to t-shirts, and you'll see that it is a standard character mark. However, it's dead. It doesn't exist. They abandoned it on July 30th, 2019. However, they were able to block thousands and thousands of people from actually using this with just the serial number, which is technically not right. When something full throttle goes through, you'll see a reg number. So let's take a look at something that we all know is trademark. Let's look at Corona, since everybody's talking about Corona, and you're going to see that there's a bunch live here, right? So Corona, let's do Corona beer. And you'll see that Corona Light is live right here. It's live right here, and it's got this red reg number. So if we actually click into that, it shows the Corona bottle. It shows the actual goods and services, which is 32, and it is also live. So technically, you can't use that. Now, that doesn't mean that people are going to stop trying to use it and making a quick buck on it before Amazon catches on. And really, the only way that Amazon can catch on is if they've all of a sudden flagged the word Corona in their database, which they probably already have. have, but at the onset of this, there's a chance they didn't. Same thing, that's what actually flags it, is somebody types in Corona as one of the keywords, and Amazon has a kind of bot that actually filters through all that crap. So what you got to actually realize is that at some point you will get caught. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show you is there's kind of like an actual process that you can see happening in the background for any one of these actual trademarks. And for that, we'll go ahead and look up Funny Guy, which I've pointed out in another video. And then I'm just going to hit search. And then what we're going to see is the process that happens. So Funny Guy Mugs is taken, funnyguy.com, but we're going to notice here Funny Guy Mugs is live. And if we actually click on it, we can see that he's an IC025, which is hats, shirts, etc., the same thing that we're doing. But if we actually click into this TSDR, we can see the actual history of how that came about. So we can see from the first part when they first decided to actually file this, we can click through here and look and see what actually happened. We can see the dates, everything was done, all the proceedings, everything, if there was anything, the assignment, the title, the history, if there's been any history. And so we can clearly see here that the application was originally started in June 12th, 2017. It was assigned, approved, notification was mailed out, published for opposition, and then finally it was registered and they received the actual registration number, which is what Amazon usually uses in private label. However, with the actual Funkle example, that just goes to show you what t-shirts, they aren't fucking around, and they are literally just taking that serial number in a lot of cases, which they shouldn't be. They should be waiting for this registration number, which in a lot of cases they are not. All right, so that's kind of a quick breakdown of how to use the test system. However, there are a lot of easier actual sites that you can use, like TM Hunt. And again, you can choose to go for the exact match for the actual word, in which it'll bring back and it'll tell you the status. If it's text, that's usually the actual thing that I showed you, and the fact that it's not registered, it failed. Or you can go for partial match, and it'll bring back a little bit more because Bearded Funkle was also attempted, and again, not registered since January 31st, 2018. And you can do a lot of other searches on TM Hunt. Another one that you can actually use is Trademarkia. A lot of people love Trademark Hunt. That's one of the top used one, but Trademarkia, which I obviously spelled wrong, that would make sense. With Trademarkia, here we are. Same thing you can do. You can enter Funkle. It'll even actually make some suggestions, and you can click search, and it'll bring back some things. Dead mark, abandoned, failure to respond. So it probably just became too expensive for them to actually go forward. There was probably some people that were opposing it, and as a result, it just didn't fly. And you got to really be careful with this. Somebody pointed out the other day ago that there is actually a trademark for girl dad. So when I actually searched it on the test database, it was not on here, but I'll go ahead and look up girl dad now, and we'll take a look and see what pops up. You'll see that there are 7 records of girl dad, and they're all live. So this is the one that actually has a reg number. I'm going to click in there. It's IC25, baseball caps, t-shirts, etc. It's live, and the registration date was the 25th. So again, you got to be paying close attention to this. And as you can see, whoever this person was, I still have a shirt selling on Amazon that says Girl Dad, as do hundreds of people. If we take a look at it over here, it is IC025. And if I look at Girl Dad shirt, you're going to see how many pop up, 155 results. If we want to take a look at how many of those are actually merch, I'm going to go to merchresearch.com, and I'm going to go ahead and type in Girl Dad. Now, there's a chance that some people put hashtag girl dad, but I don't believe the merch system allowed that to happen. I don't think they allow number signs. I recall that when I was entering mine in there, I could not do that. So I'm going to just search girl dad, and I'm going to hit go. And then we're going to see that 341 results are actually merch. So over here, there was only, for some reason, I put shirt. Let's see what happens. 152 for girl dad, so it kind of doesn't make sense. Some merch research says there's 341. So Amazon could just be culling the amount that comes out. It looks like I spelled it right on both instances. Yeah, it looks fine. So that's kind of weird, but anyways, 341 in total, and yet there is an actual trademark on this. So how do people get caught? Well, the person that owns a trademark would have to start reporting them to Amazon. They all get shut down, and then Amazon gets smart enough to put that actual keyword in their back-end database and filter through people that try to actually rank the product for that keyword. When that happens, that's how they catch people. Okay, so now that I've explained all that, let me lay out 4 basic rules you want to follow for your shirts. The first one is create original work. I know I give you sites to go to and actually get inspiration from. In fact, the other day ago, somebody posted that one of the shirts that I mentioned on Sunfrog was a violation of trademark. And I said, yeah, duh. I basically said, get inspiration from here and then go make your own design. I don't mean copy even the name of it. I mean, if you see Mando and Baby Yoda, use your logic enough to research the product yourself and realize that, hey, there is a trademark or Disney owns this shit. Let me not go near it with a 10-foot pole. If you decide to break that rule, that is on you. That's not on me. I'm basically just trying to show you where to get inspiration, but use your own unique original ideas. Okay, so the second thing that you'll want to do is go into your account and click on resources and start reading through some of this stuff, including the legal part. Read the terms of use. I know that stuff's boring and it's like, oh, do I really have to go through that? Read the content policies. Look through that, look through the legal aspects, look through the royalties just to get an idea of what you're even going to get paid, if you even know that. Like, read through this actual information. It's there for a reason. I know a lot of times we're so anxious to get started to make some money, but the fact of the matter is that I see a lot of people complaining, oh, I got my account shut down, yet they never even took the time to read and take 20 minutes to read through the rules. Yeah, I get it. It's not the sexy stuff, but it's often the stuff that actually makes us the most money. So pretend like it is the sexy stuff. Give yourself a freaking reward for reading through it. Don't just put it off until another day, and that another day doesn't ever come. And yeah, that's not even proper English, but guess what? I can do that because it's my video. So guys and girls, read the actual information that Amazon gives you so that you stick to the rules. And so the last tip that I have is a tip that you would have to shell out some money. And again, if you don't have Merch Informal, I do highly recommend it. In fact, there's a link down below where I do get a small commission if you do buy it. But let me show you what they have that is awesome. It's basically called Trademarks Alert, and they do have their own Trademark Hunter, which is similar to TM Hunt or Trademarkia. But with Trademark Alert, what you can do is you can actually enter all the words that you're concerned with, you save them, and if at any point it finds that a trademark has actually been submitted for this and approved, it will send you an alert so that you could proactively head over to Amazon and just can that shirt. There's no sense in keeping a shirt if it potentially raises a concern that you'll get a hit for it. So again, guys and gals, this is serious business. I don't want you to get your account shut down just because you violated a trademark and or a copyright. Hopefully all this made sense to you and you actually execute it and put it to use in your merch business. As usual, I always answer your questions and comments. So if you like this video, hit subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.